Three things I wish I knew earlier. Good day, I am Vershima Deorti, your go-to productivity surgeon. I help students, entrepreneurs, and marketplace professionals defeat procrastination and learn the principles that can help them accomplish more in 12 months than they've done in 3 years. I'm also the founder of Africa's fastest growing entrepreneurial and hyper productivity community, Dream Again. And I'm super excited to be live in today's edition of Productivity Clinic, which is episode 419 of 1000. And it is my pleasure and my privilege to actually come live and share with you three things I wish I knew earlier. But before I proceed, if this is your first time on my YouTube channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when the next value drops, you can actually consume it. And if this is your first time on Facebook, hit the subscribe button because and the follow button because that's the best decision you're going to make this year. That being said, let's get to it. And so the first thing I wish I knew earlier was the fact that without goals, there's no growth. You see, um, coming from this academic background and being in the middle class, I wasn't exposed to so much of personal self development. I was just academic and, one of those guys that come among the first three in class. But I never understood the concept of personal self development until in the year 2013 when I met my pastor and I always saw him reading. And, from there, my hunger because I saw that he was very intelligent and you could have conversations with him and it would be an amazing learning experience. That spurred me into personal development and then reading the biography of Dr. Miles Monroe. I was reading a lot of biographies, but that of Dr. Miles Monroe stood out, and that has made a phenomenal impact on my journey over the last 12 years. But now, coming to a consciousness and understanding of the power of goal setting, having a goal for your life, not target, a goal, because a goal has to do with who you become. A target is what you achieve with who you have become. So I wish I understood the concept of goal setting earlier. And this is why you will never achieve a goal that you never set. And so, what differentiates those who succeed from those who fail is the ability to set clear goals. You must set clear goals because the mind works with specificity. The mind works with specificity. This is why a lot of people are living out of memory rather than imagination. They are recycling their past. Goals require you to imagine things and draw them from the realm of imagination and bring them into reality. Every single thing I've been able to accomplish in my life in the last about 8 years have been products of goal setting. Everything happening in my life right now, at some point, I wrote it down. And the interesting thing is, it doesn't matter how the goal comes to pass. The most important thing, it has to happen. That's why you must not be stereotyped. You need to be flexible and willing to adapt. So I wish I understood that goal setting was the key to growth. Most people are not growing because they don't have goals. No goals, no growth. Now, the second thing I wish I knew was the fact that I am the most important factor in my success equation. Listen, other people's opinions do not matter because if the concept of wealth was by popular opinion, most of the wealthy people you see will not be wealthy. You must divorce yourself from the opinions of other people because like they are called opinions, they are free. But you see, wealth is a product of laws. When you find the laws and the disciplines that guarantee an outcome, listen, you will be able to accomplish it. It doesn't matter who hates you or likes you, because life is governed by principles, and principles are superior to policies of nations. They are superior to constitutions. Life functions by principles, laws, and principles. And that has really made life very simple. I read a book by Brian Tracy, and it said something that there are laws that govern the earth. They are called the laws of cause and effect. You need to find a cause that leads to an effect and just stick with it. So Anytime anything is happening in my life and it is not something I desire, I basically ask myself, what is the cause that is leading to this effect? If I can change the cause, the effect will change. And so this is something I wish I knew earlier, but right now that I know this, I'm taking action on this back to back. I'm teaching people this concept, and it is changing a lot of people's lives. This is how I'm able to turn people who are unproductive to very productive individuals. This is how I'm able to turn people who were struggling to make 30 sales a month to doing 30 sales a day. Why? Understanding the laws that govern outcomes. Now, the third thing I wish I really knew earlier was the fact that time doesn't change things. Knowledge and execution, information and execution does. Time doesn't change anything. As a matter of fact, your time will come. The question is, will time expose you or time is going to reveal you? That's a very serious question you need to take the time to answer. Is time going to expose you or time is going to reveal you to your world? Because when we read the Bible, you find out that the Bible says that John the Baptist was in the wilderness until the time of his showing forth. So you need to understand that time will either reveal you or expose you. You have to determine which one. So, knowledge, are you using your time now to seek relevant information, or you are consuming garbage on social media? You are consuming gossip, you are watching people dance, you are wasting your most limited resources, your time, your energy, your attention. Because listen, anytime that you invest in getting quality information that is specialized in an area, and then you take some energy to execute that, eventually it's going to convert to some resources, it's going to convert to financial resources. This is what I understand, and this is why I spend a lot of time seeking information, seeking knowledge. And this is one of the reasons why even my choice of a wife was the fact that I was looking for someone who loved learning, someone who loved reading, right? Because it doesn't matter how beautiful your face is, if you've got nothing upstairs, you're dumb. That's why the Bible says, Solomon said that a woman without discretion is like you putting a jewel on a pig. Don't just marry beauty, young man, marry brains. I can say this because I married one of the most intelligent women on earth. One of the striking things that led to my connection was the fact that she read 83 books. I was really stoned because I had not done that. I've never read up to 80 something books in a year, and this person did it. And I said, that's discipline right there. That's the kind of woman I want to build with. Because listen, when all is said and done, information and execution is going to be everything. It's what changes the game. So listen, these are three things that I wish I knew earlier. Right now, I've given you the knife, I've given you the yam. You have to do with it whatever you want. You can either decide to set goals today, you can either decide on a specific outcome. If you do not like the results that you have in your life, they are all products of your imagination. You can go back into your mind, you can design a new reality, a new outcome. And guess what? You begin to seek the relevant information, because if your goal is to become a doctor, then there's a course. There are people, there are teachers, there are trainers. There's an organized learning system that will help you get that result in sequence, right? You need to commit yourself to it. Invest your time, energy, and attention, seeking relevant information, and then executing on that. And in a matter of time, your life is going to manifest. You're going to manifest that which you have imagined. Listen, these are three things I understand, and it doesn't matter what I get into, I'm going to find my way to the top. And listen, today, you can make that commitment. You can make that commitment to your dream, to your future self. Because listen, if you are born poor, it was a mistake from your parents. But if you die poor, it is your own mistake. These are the words of Bill Gates. And this is why we've about the Dream Again community. It is a place where entrepreneurs are bettered. It is a place where people receive structured knowledge. to be able to help them move from dreaming to manifestation. It is Africa's fastest growing entrepreneurial and hyper productivity community. I welcome you. Become a dream achiever today by typing dream achiever in the comment section. Our team is going to reach out to you and we're going to see how best we can actually support you, help you break the limiting beliefs that are currently holding you bound, help you discover your potential, and most importantly, set goals that bring you alive. Because we have a lot of people existing, but very few people are alive. And the world only remembers those who come alive. Because those who are alive, they keep creating stuff. While those who just exist, they just keep consuming stuff. And the last time I checked, those who create stuff are always remembered, but those who consume stuff most times are not remembered. This is why on YouTube, I'm a creator. On Facebook, I'm creating, I'm not just consuming. So you need to become part of the creator economy. You need to become someone who creates value because money comes to value. And so go ahead, type dream achiever in the comment section. That could be one of the best decisions you're going to be making in this decade. Because I know for sure that even a dog, after staying with me, after being in my session, will become a productive dog. Talk less of you, a human being. Listen, God has given you two tools for dominion. He's giving you a story and He's giving you a voice. I want to encourage you that you rise up to the occasion. Choose to live a legendary life. Choose to live a life of excellence, a life of mastery, a life that is iconic. And that is because life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. But most importantly, it's time to dream again. I love you, and I can't wait to welcome you as a dream achiever in the Dream Again community. Until I see you there, it's time to dream again, and bye for now.